Today we're taking a look at the brand new Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series from Hot Toys. Let's go! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. So finally, I got my Darth Vader from Sideshow. It got to a point that this was taking so long to ship that honestly, I thought they forgot to even ship mine out. There I was pre-ordering this thing on day one, moments after it dropped on the Sideshow website, thinking that maybe I would actually get first dibs on whatever shipment that came in. But I don't know, maybe they just don't seem to do that. I've gotten response over chats that they don't prioritize any specific orders. So it does make me ask myself if it's even worth pre-ordering anything besides more than the fact of that I know that I have the figure coming. Now, I do believe that the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure was also supposed to be released in the same time frame as this Vader, and I have yet to see or hear anything about that figure. So maybe that figure's right around the corner, or for all I know, it's months down the line, but we are past the release date for that as well, and I haven't seen anything. But anyway, we have this awesome Darth Vader figure to check out. But before we do, please help support the channel by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and notification button for upcoming videos. So I picked this Darth Vader up at Sideshow Collectables, and I'll put a link down below for you if you want to check it out. They have loads of great Star Wars figures and other collectibles over on that website. So do go over there and check that out if you are into this kind of stuff. All right, let's dig in. This is the DX28 Darth Vader Deluxe version. So besides a few pictures, this is the first time I'm looking at this figure in this video. So this is all brand new to me. I have not opened this up. So I am really excited to check this out. Now we have a really nice art box here. We have that logo in silver foil, and we're just gonna wanna flip this over on the side and slip this out of the box here. Right on the inside, we have another nice piece of artwork. And directly under that top flap, we have Vader himself. Now, just looking at this immediately, this is the first time I'm seeing this thing. This looks incredible. The awesome thing about this figure is that you have these two options. You've got this battle damaged version here with the cracked open helmet, and then you also have the clean, pristine version of Vader, just depending on how you want to display him. We do have 4 full sets of hands to pick from, plus a fist. And we do get our typical Hot Toys user manual here. This Vader is just incredible looking. It comes pre-installed with all the battle damage stuff. We have your typical, leather fabric material with sculpted gloves here. I always do worry about this kind of pleathery fabric here. The codpiece is a sculpted plastic. We have the shin guards are a plastic piece, and the boots are a solid pleather piece here, which we have a lot of articulation. However, I do wish these were that split cut design. Because I really just don't trust these leather things. I'd much rather if this was a sculpted boot. We do have some nice articulation, but I worry about this with these plastic shin guards here. I do think I'm gonna have to move these up a little bit. This bottom piece is very sharp, and I'm afraid that it's gonna dig in to the pleather and ruin this over time. So I do think I'm gonna unvelcro these and just kind of move them up a little bit, and I do suggest doing that because you don't want these to bite into the bottom of the boots. Now it looks like we have some weathering on the box here, and it's holstered on this pleather belt. Now around the back we have really nice fabric here. I really like the texture here. And you can see all of the USB wires that are going to be connected to the control box on his chest, along with the belt and his lightsaber. Now here is the control box that you're going to holster on the back. Now it's pretty small. They do not give you the USB-C cable for this, so you will need to provide your own cable. And do keep in mind you're going to need 2 USB-C cables, one for this control box and one for the LED display stand. Now we do have 2 options for the chest piece. We have this battle damage one when Obi-Wan just kind of beat the hell out of him, and you could just pull that right off and grab the other version and it'll clip right on in. The LEDs are located on the chest and will light both versions up, but you can turn the broken one off. Pop off the helmet and spin it around here, and you can actually adjust where his eye is looking. They give you a little tool here to kind of make it easier to get in there and move that around. Now, my God, look at this. This is incredible. The sculpting and paintwork on this is like next level. They really captured everything here. That helmet is all melted up from when Obi-Wan slices him up. We've got those amazing Sith eyes and all of the color textures there. The prop designers, honestly, on that show really went next level, trying to figure out how is a human head really going to fit inside the Darth Vader helmet. Look at all of this layering between the helmet and Anakin's actual head. They actually had to go in there and design what all this stuff should look like under there. And I think Hot Toys really captured that perfectly. You can see all of the battle damage and the melt that Kenobi's lightsaber did to his helmet. Truly incredible work by the prop departments on that show, and amazing recreation by Hot Toys. Now, if for whatever reason you don't want to display it with this unbelievable head sculpt, you can pop this off and put on the pristine one and display him with that super perfect gloss look that we first see him walk into the show with. Honestly, if you have just one of these, you're going to want to swap back and forth for different poses, because to have that head sculpt and not use it would be a crime. I truly had to stop filming for a few minutes and just look at that head sculpt because it's glorious. I mean, think about this for a second. Did any of us ever think we would see live action Vader like this? After the prequels and obviously his death in the original trilogy, I never thought we'd see another Vader on screen. I really want a Vader show right after episode 3 and how he dealt with things in those following years, becoming Vader. Taking a quick look at the fabric of the cape, this thing has got some weight to it. I love the way this falls. This material is absolutely fantastic. Now, they did a little trick for us. If you want to showcase this with the battle damage cape, when Kenobi hits him across the back with his lightsaber, you can flip this over and use this side. But honestly, unless you're posing or even looking for that battle damage, you're not really going to see it. It's a really great detail that it's there, but I'm just going to leave it on the normal side. Now, let me address something about this figure that I hate completely. We have Reva's lightsaber when Vader and Reva were going at it and battling each other. Now, let me explain what I hate here. We have the broken lightsaber when he breaks it apart and gives her one half. We do have two blades that do fit into the lightsabers. However, we do not have an LED, nor do we have a USB cable or anything to light these blades up. Now, explain to me how we were supposed to put these blades in here and make this pose without any lit up lightsabers. Now, in this scene, Vader doesn't even take out his own lightsaber to battle Reva. He pulls in her staff and breaks it apart, gives her one side, and they go at it, both with her lightsabers. So Hot Toys, please explain the logic of giving these lightsabers that don't light up and it turns into basically a pointless accessory. So in the end, you'd have to have these installed with custom blades if you want them to light up. Now, we do get two hilts here, and the reason for that is one is just a belt hanger, really, and the other one is the LED version with the USB cable, and you're going to run that behind him and connect it to the control box along with the other two cables. And we get the typical array of blades. We have that swooshy style blade for a battle, and the standard straight blade. Now, the Deluxe does come with two different display stands, and I love this display stand. I'm loving that we're getting more display stands with LEDs and USB connections rather than batteries. Now, the alternative, we have this rock display base here, which is more the rock look from that planet that they were battling on, and Kenobi's going to come with something like this as well. So I like the idea of having both of these bases in case I want to pose both of those figures next to each other. At least they can have matching displays, and if I want to pose him by himself, this is definitely going to be the one I'm using. Flipping around back, we have our USB power connection right there and our on and off switch on the other side. And it comes with this clear crotch grabber style stand that you can swap back and forth between both displays. Now, installing all the USB cables to that little control box around back is super easy. Pop your USB cables into the control box and just make sure that the chest piece is connected into control panel. And the reason for that is if you want to specifically turn the chest panel off for the battle damage one, or leave it on, doesn't matter, you can switch that off by itself. Flipping that all the way down will turn just the control panel off if you want to display it like this. And flipping it up will turn the chest piece back on if you want to use this version or the clean version. It's really up to you, whatever you want. It's a really great option to be able to turn the control panel on and off independently. Connect your USB-C cable to the bottom and you're all set to go. All we have to do now is power this bad boy on. There's a switch on the stand and a switch on the control box itself. Now, honestly, when I pulled this thing out of the box, I had zero hope for this lightsaber. I've never seen a usable Hot Toys lightsaber before, but this is actually usable. You can see this thing in a dim room, and you can even see it a little bit with some light on, but it's not nearly as awesome as the custom lightsabers you can get from someone like Chris Custom Sabers. So this is in my lit display case here. The one in the front is obviously the new Hot Toys figure with their lightsaber, and yes, that is turned on. And then behind it there, you can see the one made from Chris Custom Sabers, and there is just absolutely no comparing the two of these lightsabers. Now, here's one more test for you. Like, this is how my eye is seeing this figure. It is a very usable lightsaber, and I love the fact that the chest is lit up, unlike the old version right there behind him. Now let's flip the display on and the other Vader and look at the difference in that lightsaber. Now if you have the extra cash and you want to level up your Vader figure, definitely check Chris Custom Sabers out because look at that difference. That really brings it to life and looks like a real lightsaber. But if you don't want to spend the extra cash because you dropped enough money on this figure, you know what? I do think you'll be okay with just the lightsaber it comes with. I do truly think this is the first actual usable lightsaber that Hot Toys has put out. And a quick note, this base is really bright. Without a doubt, this thing is standing out on your shelf and gonna be a great conversation piece. All right, my friends, that is about it for this figure. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing review as much as I did. Again, this was the first time I'm seeing this figure during the filming of this thing, and I absolutely love this figure. By far the best Darth Vader figure I have come across so far. So if you're thinking about picking this up, see if you can hunt it down on the internet. Sideshow has it on waitlist right now. You can join that. Sometimes it does convert to available when another batch comes along and everybody else's figures have shipped out. I'll put the link for that down below so you can join that waitlist if you're interested in that. Or, you know, hunt around the internet. See if you can find it from another seller on eBay or even someone on Facebook that's maybe selling theirs that they decided they didn't want it. But just watch the price and don't get ripped off. All right, my friends, thanks so much for hanging out for this figure review. Please drop down, hit that like, subscribe, notification button, and I will see you all on the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.